A very warm welcome from the Perth Hockey Stadium here at Curtin University as another match about to get underway in the Premier 1 women's grade. It is Curtin University taking on Melville City. Curtin University currently sitting 6th on the table. Still got a chance of making the finals, but they really need a win today. Whereas Melville, well, they're sitting 7th. They need a win to keep themselves out of the danger zone and getting pulled down into the threat of relegation and having to play off to stay in the Premier League. So there's plenty to play for in this match as we turn our attention to the two-team lineups and the players to look out for. Well, for Curtin, Kate Denning is their player coach. She is, of course, a very important player within their setup. So, too, is their captain, number 13, Katie Clark, who really leads from the front. If they win penalty corners, look out for Blair Beard and look out for Chantal Chilella wearing number 7, who is the leading goal scorer in the competition at the moment. Turning our attention to Melville City, and players to look out for them is their captain, Naomi Evans. She, again, can turn a game. Also, Amy Clark, who's played for the WA Diamonds in the past, and so she, again, could have a major influence. And one of the exciting young players coming through is number 31, Jade van der Zwan. And, of course, they are coached, Melville City, by Hope Job. Well, it's wonderful conditions for hockey today. The sun is shining. There are a few clouds in the sky now, but there's a little breeze blowing across the ground just to cool the players down. I'm Ashley Morrison, looking to share all the action from this game with you. And it should be an exciting match. We would like to just acknowledge our sponsors, FMG, the new force in iron ore, Ausdrill, bringing more to mining, Kookaburra Hockey's #1 partnership, Tiger Turf, 3 different systems, unfilled, dressed and filled, and of course Danks Furniture, proudly Western Australian, the Danks Difference, quality home furniture. Without their support, we would not be able to bring you the live stream of these games, and of course all the finals will be live streamed as well, so keep an eye out on the Hockey WA website for information on those games. Our umpires for this match today are Tanya Britz and Kimberly Todd. So the players just lining up below us. And it's interesting if you look back on how evenly these games have been between the two teams. Earlier in the season, just in May, Curtin won by 1-0. It was a Blair Beard penalty corner. And then if you go back to 2017, Melville won, and then Curtin won the return fixture. 2018, Curtin won, and Melville won the return fixture. So not a lot to choose between the two, and if you believe in those statistics, then you'll say, well, Melville should win today. But, of course, Curtin, who really had high hopes a few weeks ago of being in the finals, they've just slipped up. Just their own inconsistency has probably let them down. And certainly last week's loss to North Coast Raiders in the dying minutes when North Coast came out of defence and played a passing game all the way the length of the pitch to get a winner was, I'm sure, a real blow to the team. Both sets of players now going into their final huddles. And the big question is, who will come out on top in an hour's time? Perfect conditions. You cannot complain about it. Just a very light breeze. The pitch looking immaculate. And there were a few problems earlier in the day with the watering, but they've all been fixed for these main games, which is good to see. So it will be Melville City in the maroon to get us underway. Curtin, of course, in their traditional orange strip. Hush goes around the Perth Hockey Stadium. Whistle blows, and we're underway. And straight away, thrown to the air by Ashley McNess, rather. And now a chance to carry forward for Kirsty Denning. Given away, though, Melville. Good pass, picking out Courtney Pickford. Pickford carries it forward. It's going to be a big ask if it could be kept in play, but Naomi Evans gave it everything she had, but just too much pace on the pass. So Curtin ball from the side. They've looked good at times, Curtin. When they've played well, they've been very, very good, but they've just been undone by several teams in recent weeks. They just played into the space and had over the side. Katie Clark just looking back and getting everybody organised. Tara Porter from the side now for Melville, goes back deep into the defensive line. Just at the second attempt, Megan Sylvie gets it under control. Played into space, but that'll be easily collected by Clark. Clark pass infield, managing to find Kate Denning. Denning turning well. Was pursued though and closed down brilliantly in the end by Jade van der Swan. Good break forward though now by Nessa Flynn. And Flynn, that's a really good pass to pick out Courtney Pickford. Pickford again though, played it into the foot, so it'll be a free hit. Quickly played on by Sarah Hesselharm. She's a very young face now in the Melville starting lineup, wearing the number 22. And a penalty corner won by Melville. In the men's game, they scored from their very first penalty corner. The big question is, can they do that here? So 2 options at the moment, top of the circle. You've got van der Swan and alongside her, Ashley McNess. Whistle goes, moving away. Now just leaving van der Swan. It comes out to McNess. Her push into the circle wasn't the best, and there's a slip and another penalty corner is awarded. So interesting variation there from Melville. So making her way to the baseline is Amy Clark to inject. This time they do leave it again to McNess, but it's a good block by the first runner. The ball will break though for Nessa Flint, for van der Swan. Cross the face of goal and a shot goes in. It's gone in. Ricocheted up. Naomi Evans will claim that one and Melville have the lead. So Naomi Evans, the captain, converting and giving Melville the lead early in this match. Literally just 3 minutes gone. So now Curtin, that will really sting them, and Katie Clark, who will never stop running for her team, tries to spark something immediately. Johnston just losing out momentarily. Sticks getting caught up, and Katie Clark looking to play on. Free hit was given their way. Now it's Sophie Turner. Turner into the circle, and it will be a long corner. So over the ball is Kate Denning. She looks to play it out onto the left-hand side. Just the edge of the circle. The ball tried to be played in by Tanya Storer, but was well blocked just on the edge of the circle and cleared all the way up the pitch. That's going to be 16 for Curtin. Just pushed over the side that time by Nessa Flint. Played on quickly by Curtin, who want to get back on even terms as quickly as possible. This time carried forward by Sienna Archer. Archer tries to play a flat pass across to the top of the circle, but it was intercepted well by Melville. Carried forward, and that's a, well, it's not going to quite break in the end. I thought it was going to break for Courtney Pickford. It was Amy Clark playing the pass forward. And that being double team, Kate Denning still manages to get the pass away to Sophie Johnston. Johnston down the line. There's a bit of a bump there on Sophie Turner. Johnston and Turner, when they combine well, Curtin have looked dangerous. So just look out for that, the 17 and 24 on the right-hand side for Curtin. Kate Denning. That's a good pass. Great collection from Chilela. Chilela advances on goal. Squares the ball, and there's the goal. Well, they've got one back, and it was finished off by Sophie Turner. Well, that's just the response they needed. Chilela totally unselfish and really well worked. So Curtin University pull one back just 2 minutes later. So it looks as if we're going to have a game on today. It's going to be a tight affair, and both teams definitely going for goals. Ball played back from the restart to Amy Clark, who's already having an influence on the game. Sophie Johnston just penalised. Clark now leaving that one behind. Melville throw to the air. Brought down, but not under control from Gemma Green. Gemma Green, who hails from Dunsborough, plays for the West Australian under-21s. She played juniors in Bustleton. So again, another one of the Southwest products. Just off the side it goes again, off Green. So Curtin with a chance to mount another attack as we get into the 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Just left behind there, unfortunately for Sophie Turner. Clark again, but that was well read and cut out superbly by Sarah Branley. Chalella trying to play it forward, managed to ricochet past Clark, and this could be a really good chance for Curtin. Nice turn inside the circle, cross the face of goal. It's better than that. Lucy Irvine makes it 2-1 to Curtin. What a finish that was. It was a really acute angle, but Irvine managed to beat the keeper and squeeze it in at the back post. So Curtin, having been trailing, have got 2 goals in 2 minutes. So really good finish by Lucy Irvine. Now chasing hard is Sophie Turner. Keeps, oh, it just dribbled over. You got a feel for her. She put in so much effort to keep that in play. Did well, and it just rolled probably twice and out of play. Well, that was brought down well by Sarah Branley. Down the line again. It's going to break for Curtin. Just taken away off the stick of Sheldon Garlett. Kate Denning. Is that off the shins or just over the side? No, off the stick. No, it was off the shins. I thought it was. So Kate Denning just bringing the ball infield. A good response by Curtin after going down very quickly in this match. Denning again. Turns well, pushes the ball into the path of Branley. Involved again and involved in so much at the moment, Sophie Turner. And that one's just going to dribble out of play, and Melville quite happy to have the free hit from the side. Given straight back to Curtin, and a chance for Curtin to go on the attack once more. Good lead again by Chalella. Chalella inside the circle trying to turn. Looked as if she got a little bit of a bump, but got away with it. Was Hessler Harm. There's a real urgency about Curtin in this match. You can sense that as a good turn again from Sienna Archer. Archer into the circle. Did that touch a foot? No claims from any of the Curtin players, so clearly I don't think it did. And now a chance to break forward once more for Melville. Amy Clark just lost it for a second. Managed to regain it, and that's a very good pass into space on the right-hand side. Drilled towards the circle coming from Bryony Clark. Kate Denning now closed down by Amy Clark. Denning gets the free hit, just calms things down momentarily. And then just takes a touch, plays it forward, but it evades everybody. A couple of Curtin players appealing for a touch off a Melville player, not given by the umpire. Down the line it goes, this time just deflected off the stick of Nessa Flynn. Tanya Stora from the side. Self passes, deflects again off Nessa Flynn, but this time a little bit more fortuitously to Amy Clark. Clark did very well to create so much space for herself, just peeling away from Sheldon Garlett and into the midfield. Curtin looking organised at the moment. And that ball forward has seen possession given away. Irvine, full stretch, got that under control. Feeds it to Chilella. Chilella on the angle, just past the left-hand upright. Well, it was again a really acute angle, and it would have been a special goal had that crept in. Chantal Chilella still leading the goal-scoring charts at the moment. She has 15 goals. Westside Wolves, Ellie Buckley on 14. Those two have dominated the goal-scoring in this competition for a number of years now. And Chilella has been top scorer of the Jackie Pereira Award more times than anyone else in the competition. So she is dangerous. Tricky ball, just played back a little bit behind Blair Beard. Comes wide to Storer. And that was intercepted in the midfield, but it was intercepted using the foot. So it will be a free hit, and over the ball is Sienna Archer, who flicks it high, and just losing it in the sun was Katie Clark, who put her arm above her head to protect herself. But there's a chance now for Melville to break forward as again Bryony Clark plays the ball infield to Van der Swan. Break forward again is a good one from Nessa Flynn. She draws a foul just outside the circle. Jade Van der Swan plays it back, and it was a dangerous ball. Really did put a lot of pressure on Tara Porter, but Porter did well, kept calm. Manages to go back to Kirsten Sylvie. Down the line it goes, and Ashley Power is got the free hit. It's taken, well, no, it was taken too quickly from the wrong place. So now it's Power who takes it, drives towards the baseline. Did it get a touch off the shins? And anyway, it's going to be a free hit to Curtin, so there must have been some offence there. Just looked as if it was played into Power's shins. Beard throws it to the air again, and up in the air it goes off the stick, and was quite lucky to get away with that, Joe Sneyman. Archer again driving through, closed down. Sneyman comes across, collects for Melville, pushes the ball forward, but good anticipation defensively from Kirsty Denning. Suddenly it's getting a little bit scrappy just late in this first quarter. It's been played at quite a pace though. As I say, so much at stake for both these teams coming into this match. Curtin having won 6 matches, Melville having won 4. Curtin having drawn 2, Melville having drawn 4. Both teams having lost 6. The one thing, though, in Curtin's advantage is the amount of goals they've scored. They've been the 3rd highest goal scorers in this competition. They've had 35 goals. Westside Wolves have 44 and Hale 38. So that's been good for them. They've just conceded 27, whereas Melville have only conceded 24, but they've only scored 21. If you look at the state of the game at the moment, it's sort of reflecting that in a way. In that Curtin again have got 2 goals to the good, and you just wonder whether Melville have the firepower to get back in this match. Certainly with a 1-goal deficit, you'd say they would have. Yeah, the umpire quite right there, saying that was not 5 metres, that was 3 metres. Players, of course, always shaking their head as if the umpire has no idea what they're talking about. Nessa Flynn, I think, didn't really agree with that one. Ball's broken for Nessa Flynn now. We're in the final minute of the first quarter. Can they get an equaliser? Well, that was a brilliant block coming in the end from Blair Beard. Beard under pressure, managing to keep possession and wind the clock down as the ball eventually breaks again for Melville. Played forward by Hessler Harm, and a really hard chase again for Naomi Evans that she's unable to complete. Curtin play it out over the side, and that could well be the last play of this first quarter. Some players already making their way over towards the benches. Hooter Sands, and it is indeed, well, a lively start to the match with 3 goals in the first 7 minutes. And then it just got a little bit even after that. But it is at the first break, Curtin University 2, Melville City 1. Down below us, the coaching staff giving their final instructions to both teams. And I must tell you that Hope Job was not happy with the performance by Melville. I think she was very happy that they went out there and took the lead, but then was really annoyed that they'd conceded 2 goals in quick succession, and obviously paid a heavy price, because from taking the lead, they now find themselves trailing. Well, the second quarter about to get underway. Can they find a way back? The hooter goes. Still some of the Curtin players just coming on at the last minute. The officials just checking the watches, and we're off. Now, can Melville get the equaliser quickly in this quarter and then push on and try and get another one just kicked forward there? So they will have a free hit in the middle, just coming off the foot there of Katie Clark, and a little bit of space now for Hessler-Harm. And just deflected over the baseline off Sophie Johnston. Long corner, a lot of water in that area just where the ball has been played. Megan Sylvie goes back into the defensive line. Tara Porter squares the ball. It was cut out well, the pass coming forward and easily cut out, but won back well. That's good work in the end by Ashley McNess. Megan Sylvie manages to get it forward. The ball collected by Naomi Evans. And the free hit won by Sarah Hessler-Harm. Back it comes again to McNess. McNess looking to go wide, and, well, I'm sure the stick was thrown there, which, if that was the case, it should be a card. Sophie Turner's apologising, saying it was knocked out of her hand, but if we were able to slow that down, I think she threw a stick at it, personally. And that was lifted, unfortunately, too high as it was played towards the circle by Sylvie that time. Breaking forward now, Curtin again. And it's Sophie Turner who's been really, really busy. Sophie Turner, another player who came from the Southwest, hails from Bunbury, played for Bunbury Exiles and was their fairest and best in the under-16s several years ago, is probably the best way to put it. So breaking forward, now kept in play by Amelia Horgood. Amelia Horgood, whose father is, of course, former Kookaburra Neil Horgood. He messaged me last night to ask about the live stream and said he wouldn't be able to catch it live, but he would be watching it later this evening. Of course, coach of Coca-Cola Red Sparks up in Japan. So he'll be hoping that Curtin can get a victory That's won back brilliantly by Sienna Archer. Into the circle, Chilela tries to spin. Did that hit the foot? The ball ricochets up in the air. And it's a long corner. Kate Denning over the ball once more. Very crowded in front of us, so she comes back into the defensive line. Blair Beard will now crack that one towards the circle. Chilela, again, had given a good lead there and then just checked her run at the last moment as the ball was paid. You could see it was something that they'd practiced, and hence Chantal Chilela putting her hand up and apologising, just checking that run. Otherwise, she would have been on the end of that pass from Blair Beard. So Melville, can they create a little bit of space again? Katie Clark is pushing it over the side. Katie Clark winning it again and getting the cheers from her teammates as she did so. And once again, we see a stick going flying. And once again, it's Sophie Turner's, so maybe her hands have got a little bit wet and she's just lost the grip. So Melville being restricted at the moment inside their defensive line as they go back to Ash McNess. And now wide it goes to Tara Porter. Porter pushed it to halfway, but possession won back again by Curtin. Kate Denning turning one way, then the other. Almost turned into trouble, but gets the pass away. Sienna Archer looking to accelerate if she can past Nessa Flynn. Nessa Flynn, though, coming up with the ball. And Flynn got away and has actually drawn the foul, so it will be Melville free hit. Almost 5 minutes gone in the second quarter. The pace slowed and the game far more cagey than the opening 5 minutes of this match. That's just hit downfield. It will be now 16 for Curtin. And a chance for Melville just to exert a bit of pressure with a high press. And certainly it looks as if that's what they're looking to do. Curtin, though, managing to get the ball forward, and a diagonal pass looking for the run of Lucy Irvine. Irvine applying pressure, but that was good play in defence from Melville. Even better just ahead there. That was a lovely turn from McNess. It's going to break out wide now for Melville. Can they make something of this? Played forward, but unfortunately, Megan Sylvie didn't get the connection on the ball she would have hoped. They've got a free hit, though, so they've got a second chance to come forward. That's a good pass. Now they need it into the circle. It breaks inside the circle. Curtin, though, just scrambling it clear, and they've got space now as Turner is waiting forward. Turner being stopped, though, and unfairly, according to the umpire, by Gemma Green. And Sienna Archer was impeded there, and the ball will run through for McNess, who will have time to play it square. She put plenty of pace on that pass. And a good touch then coming from Gemma Green now as she plays it forward, looking for the run ahead of Van der Swan, but unfortunately too much pace on it. Kirsty Denning now. And Kirsty Denning, again, just getting body contact there from Amy Clark, and whistle going. So another free hit goes the way of Curtin. And that's good pass, picking out Sheldon Garlett. Garlett, though, losing out. One back, though, well by Sarah Branley. Chilela, good lead from her, bringing the ball down, cracking it to the edge of the circle, just catching the foot there of Jo Sneyman. In fact, it's gone the other way. Well, I thought it hit the foot of the Melville player, and I think you'll find that Sophie Turner agrees with me. She was very disappointed the free hit wasn't hers, but it's a good break now. Bryony Clark in space, look to square it. Branley's come back just to take the ball away from Naomi Evans, and safety first from Sarah Branley. Good play by her. And should just mention, good to see her out there and her husband playing in the previous game, Maverick Yao, as it's their wedding anniversary today. So we wish them both a very happy anniversary. Got married a year ago today. So from the side now, Joe Sneeman. It's a short pass. Help down the line, Van der Swan. Looked as if it went into the shins of Garlett. The question was whether it's too high. Garlett, I think, is saying it hit me in the thigh. It's going to ricochet, and it's picked up by Naomi Evans. Evans inside the circle trying to turn. Penalty corner won by Melville. Can they make this one count? I hope Job coming forward very quickly to tell her players what she wants, and the message carrier is Ash McNess. This is a great chance for them to pull level. So McNess waits at the top of the circle. Alongside her again is Van der Swan. Comes out, McNess. And they're looking to try and get it to the injector to deflect that in. That was Bryony Clark, but it just went through and she couldn't get the touch. So another penalty corner chance for Melville goes begging. And now there's a chance to attack. Amelia Horgood just trying to push that past the defender of Sneeman. Didn't manage to. Garlett looked as if she'd won it back. She kicked it forward. Well, in fact, Curtin are claiming it was off the Melville foot. Certainly that looked as well as if it touched the body, but play on is the call. Van der Swan. There's good pass forward now into the path of Bryony Clark, just past the left-hand upright. Alicia Power thrust out her left pad and it went past it, and she was mightily relieved as it whistled past her left-hand upright. Chalella gets a touch. Ash Power now. Two players closing her down, and umpire wanting a chat with the players. Katie Clark, I think, was just being told to control her bench, because obviously the umpire was copying maybe a bit of abuse, and she went across and said, I think you understand what you're being told. Archer brings it under control for Curtin, keeps it in play well down that left-hand side. Archer's created some bit of space for herself, accelerates into the circle, looks to play it across the face of goal, but just lost control at the vital moment. Just over 5 minutes till half-time. Melville still searching for an equaliser. They took the lead in just the 3rd minute, but were pegged back, and Amy Clark's pass, where you could see who it was intended for, Ashley Power, but it was just too far ahead of her. Now Branley from the side plays it in. Branley will win it back as Denning lost out. Great steal, though, from Naomi Evans. Evans now goes into the centre of the midfield, creating a little bit of space for herself, pushes the ball forward. She'll continue a run into the circle. Melville into the D it goes, and it's been one on the edge of the circle, but a free hit awarded to Courtney Pickford. Waiting over the ball is Nessa Flynn. Flynn will play the short pass to Amy Clark. Clark plays it into the circle. Can they get a shot away? Good defence again from Curtin. And I think that was Sophie Johnston doing the good work inside the circle. Clark trying to weave a little bit of magic. Wants the ball immediately. Gets it back. Closed down. Forced wide. It goes over the side, though, so it'll be Curtin ball. She was closed down quickly by Sarah Hessler-Harm. And that one's ricocheted up and out of play. It will again be Curtin ball. Blair Beard. And Johnston. Back to Blair Beard. Plays it straight down the guts, and, well, bodies flying. It was Amelia Horgood who was trying to get on the end of that. Bumping bodies there with Ashley Power, and they both, well, certainly Horgood took a tumble. Here come Melville again. Really want that goal before half-time if they can find it. Megan Sylvie. Eslaham gets it inside the circle, but it was the back of the stick. Certainly looked as if it was the back of the stick, just the way it bobbled. She didn't quite get the connection she would have hoped. Blair Beard again over the ball. Branley combining well with Katie Clark, and a push, and it's a green card given against Courtney Pickford. So Pickford with 2 minutes on the side, and Melville down to 10 players with 3 minutes left in the first half. That's not the time you want to be losing a player. As Sienna Archer about to collect on the left-hand side once more. Looking to feed the ball forward, and unfortunately it just ran away from Sophie Turner. But Turner and Archer getting through plenty of work in the forward line for Curtin. Both have looked dangerous. Certainly wouldn't be surprised if we see a goal from Sophie Turner today. And that was again just a misdirected pass, giving possession away far too easily. Branley plays the ball into Beard. Beard will push it out wide now to Sophie Johnson. Good pass to Turner, but unfortunately just clipped her foot. She thought she'd got away with it, but the eagle-eyed umpire spotting that one, Kimberly Todd. So Evans now collects for Melville, plays the ball forward to Jade van der Swan. Over the side it goes, they're just getting the angle wrong. So once again, Melville try and restrict the play out of defence from Curtin. Branley goes back to Beard. Nobody puts pressure on Beard. Kirsty Denning helping it forward again. Sophie Turner picking out Sophie Johnston. And there was a clear push there. And Tara Porter, I think, is... Well, I would have think she's lucky to get away with a out of card and also a penalty corner, to be honest. And a penalty corner has now been awarded. So, first penalty corner of the match to Curtin. And this may be the chance for Blair Beard just to ease them into half-time, because a 2-goal cushion would be so much nicer than one. Beard waiting at the top of the circle, making a way to the baseline to inject his Kirsty Denning. Denning, of course, who followed up and as the injector and scored last weekend. Sienna Archer doing the stopping. So stopped, comes to Beard. Beard strikes. It's going to deflect in front of goal. Caught the foot. Re-award of a penalty corner. So second penalty corner now to Curtin. Right as half-time approaches. How they would like a goal again here. So Beard is there again, stopped outside the circle, pushed in, deflection is there, and it is a goal. And the deflection coming from Katie Clark, the captain, and she gives them that cushion. So Clark with the vital touch, and that means that Curtin do in fact go into the half-time break with just that extra goal. And they now have a 2-goal buffer as Melville are going to have to really fight back. In the second half, they may still get a chance to go on the attack right before the hooter, but time is running out here. Melville, though, moving the ball well. And that was a good intercept. And the hooter goes, and that is, in fact, half-time. So after being a goal down in just the 3rd minute when Naomi Evans scored for Melville, they fought back well, Curtin University. Goals from Sophie Turner and Lucy Irvine, and then Katie Clark in that second quarter means that at half-time, it is Curtin University 3, Melville City 1. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium as the second half of this match about to get underway. Curtin University leading Melville City by 3-1 at the moment. And the ominous sign for Melville is the fact that when Curtin win, they tend to win big. They beat Wolves 6-0, they beat Hale 4-0, they beat UWA 4-0. Melville, last time they only beat them 1-0, but it was then 7-4 against Old Aquinians and 4-2 against Wolves. So usually when they do win, they win by a number of goals, but it's going to be Melville that are going to need to get a goal back very, very quickly at the start of this second half. Can they do it? Well, we'll have to wait and see. They're all in the dugout down below us, having been listening intently to their coach, Hope Jobe. Of course, Hope Jobe, who went to the 2008 Olympic Games and also to 2012 Olympic Games. Interestingly enough, of course, she could not leave the London Olympic Games with the rest of the Australian team because she put her passport through the wash. And so it wasn't classed as valid and had to wait for a new passport. So that's a bit of trivia that many people will remember Hope Jobe for. Well, the players making their way out. We're about to get the second half underway and the third quarter. The whistle goes, Curtin push back. And they will be looking to get some more goals and just try and push their way up the table and improve their goal difference, because it could well come down to goal difference as to who makes the top 4 in the women's competition. Once again, we'd like to thank FMG, Osdrill, Thanks Furniture, Tiger Turf and Kookaburra for their support of the live stream. Over the ball, Tanya Storer. Pushed forward again to Turner. Turner wanted to play on. It's going to be a card issued against the Melville player. Another green card to them, so they're back down to 10. They finished that, or most of the second quarter, with only 10 players on the pitch. Across the face of goal it goes. Shalala got a deflection. And she's managed to get another penalty corner for Curtin. So can Curtin stretch this lead? Really, this is not what Melville wanted. Certainly not the start to the third quarter. Not only have they lost a player, they've now conceded a penalty corner. Blair Beard waiting at the top of the circle. And the Melville defence being made to hurry up. Alicia Power just stepping back behind the line, the goalkeeper. Out it comes. Beard towards the back post. It's gone wide, long corner. So took a deflection. Good defence, though, from Melville that time. I said Alicia Power in goal. My apologies. It's actually Llewellyn Edwards in goal for Melville. Llewellyn Edwards, who made a debut for Melville in April 2018. She was with Hale previously. So pushed wide that time by Amy Clark. Free hit awarded to Megan Sylvie. Sylvie just having to shield her eyes from the sun, which is dropping behind the main stand, and you can see the shadows lengthening over the pitch. Into the circle it goes from Curtin, deflected towards goal again, desperate to get on the end of that, Sophie Turner. Turner, 1 goal to her name already. You just feel there's more to come. Just looked very lively in the game today, deflected down the line, that time by Heslacham, but picked up easily again. Tanya Storer now from the side for Curtin. Goes back into the defensive line to Blair Beard. Using the width well. And down the line it went. Good ball again, Sophie Johnston, but just couldn't be kept in play by Amelia Horgood. She had some pretty close attention, though, defensively. Made it hard. Umpire just trying to get play to move on quickly and flicked straight out of play. So once more, possession given up really easily. And they're now back to full strength as Tara Porter makes her way back into the defensive line after serving 2 minutes on the side for that green card. Oof. Played into the turf and again lifted dangerously, and it's just those little errors coming in. Megan Sylvie to blame that time. No, don't make it count. So at the moment, though, Melville are absolutely pinned inside there. 23 meters. They've struggled to get the ball out for the last 2 minutes. Comes wide again to Hesselham. Taken away this time by Sienna Archer. Just picked it away from Courtney Pickford. Free hit, though, goes Melville's way. Stretching the play. It's a good pass out of defence. Down below us, Melville ringing the changes. And finally, they find themselves in the opposition half, but they give possession away again. And a chance for Curtin to break forward. Sienna Archer, always available down the left-hand side, finds Chilela. Chilela has a little bit of space, gets it under control, looks to just hold play up, then cracks it across the face of goal, and it was a good save in the end from Llewellyn Edwards. Penalty corner has been conceded, but it was also great run from Amelia Horgood, who was running through, putting pressure on Edwards in goal. So another penalty corner. Kirsty Denning making her way to the baseline. Claire Beard again waiting at the top. Fourth penalty corner for Curtin University. Defence is ready. Edwards behind the goal line. Out it comes. Beard looking for the deflection. It is a good deflection. And the deflection coming from Chantal Chilela. So that is a fourth goal for Curtin. A well-worked routine, and Chilela arriving at just the right time. So that is now Curtin 4, Melville City 1. Two of the goals for Curtin coming from penalty corners now, both of them being well-worked deflections. Katie Clark with the one just before half-time. Chilela with that one. That takes her tally now to 16 goals for the season, 11 field goals, 5 penalty corners. Cut out well again by Sienna Archer. Good skills there to just take her away from Naomi Evans. Archer trying to play it forward. Cut out well, though, by Jo Sneyman. Evans now faced with two players and couldn't get the better that time of Branley, but she did get the free hit and just a little poke there from Kate Denning. At Melville, it's looking harder for them as this game progresses. 3 goals down now. That's a good pass. Nessa Flynn, who was so lively in the opening minutes, has taken out the corner flag, tries to fight back, almost got possession. She does get possession, but is penalised, and I think she's asking what for, as the corner flag looks very, very sad at the moment. Flynn 1, flag 0. Courtney Pickford now with a chance to break forward. Well, in fact, I think the free hit went the wrong way. That's what all the shouting was about. And someone's just been dispatched now to fix the corner flag. So a win today is going to be very important for Curtin. They were on 16 points, sitting in 6th position. 5th place was Vic Park on 22, Suburban Lions 25. UWA and Wolves both on 26 points and Hale on 29, so keeps them in touch with the leaders. it still will make it hard for them, but they're going to have to win those last games and hope results go their way. Good turn in the midfield from Ashley Power. Pushes the ball wide net. Great tackle coming in, and ball carried forward by Branley. Branley played that one forward. Oh dear, Edwards has just given it to Chilela, who says, thank you very much, you can have that one back. And Chilela buries that, and it is a 5th goal. Well, quite why the goalkeeper played that, I'm not too sure, but she gave it straight back to Chantal Chilela, who said, I'll take that and I'll put it in the back of the net for you. So suddenly 5-1 now in favour of Curtin. So Amy Clark carrying forward, pressure applied again by Horgood. Well, certainly the goals will help Chilela in the Jackie Pereira Award. Although I'm sure she would much rather the team got in the finals and were contesting those. Chantal Chilela, who's won the Jackie Pereira Award in 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, and shared it in 16. Phenomenal achievement, and she may well win it 2019. And that was real commitment to the cause. And very brave from Nessa Flynn, but she is a fighter, clearly. Nessa Flynn, who's Melville through and through, only ever played for them as a club. And that ricochets up off Garlett. It'll be a free hit just outside the circle to Melville. And just taken from the wrong place. Naomi Evans over the ball. Takes it back, of course, must travel 5 meters before it goes in the circle. Played to the edge of the circle. There's a bit of pushing there, and a penalty corner goes the way of Melville, courtesy of a push on Nessa Flynn. Now, can they pull a goal back now? Nessa Flynn, who actually played in the Australian Youth Olympic qualifying games for the under-18s in 2018. Didn't go to Rio for those games. Making her way to the baseline, Bryony Clark. And Naomi Evans waits at the top of the circle. Stopping is Tara Porter. They try a different variation, and unfortunately, the ball played into the turf, and Nessa Flynn, who won the penalty corner, just smashing it too high and dangerously. So 16 for Curtin as we approach the final 5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Really tight pass and not a lot of space for Sophie Johnston to move in there. Kirsty Denning delaying that pass, but now Melville have it, and they've got a chance to come forward. Ricochets off the foot of Katie Clark. It was brought under control well once more by Bryony Clark, but Johnston winning it back for Curtin. Deflection was a good one, but nice turn coming from Amy Clark. Amy Clark continuing to push forward. Amy Clark with the free hit into the circle. It goes. It's going to deflect well for... Oh, whistle has gone for... Well, I'm not sure what that was for. No complaints, though, from the Melville players. Either really good discipline or there was something wrong. Comes wide again to Ashley Power. Power bursts over the 23-meter line. Manages to feed it out wide now to Bryony Clark. Into the circle it goes. Nessa Flynn involved again, as you would not be surprised. Power Plays it back again, nice turn, and Nessa Flynn is there again. Long corner, is it deflected off the stick of Branley. Amy Clark goes into the sunlight onto the left-hand side, deflected in. What a save that was. Well, that was a good save in the end coming from Alicia Power. Deflection was taking it into goal. And sometimes just a save at that point in the match. Okay, they're leading by 4 goals, but it may have helped a resurgence as Jade van der Swan goes into the circle now. Played over the baseline by Kirsty Denning. It'll be a long corner. Melville really pushing for a goal before the final break. Amy Clark pushes it forward into the path of Ashley Power. Power drives towards the baseline, was deflected up into her body. Of Katie Clark, I think it was. Yes, it was. Katie Clark. Clark being told she has to be 5 meters away from the free hit. Of course, that rule changed at the start of this year. Used to be if you were inside the circle, that was fine, but now you have to be 5 meters from where the free hit is. Lovely mazy run there coming from Gemma Green. Lost possession in the end. Katie Clark now on the reverse stick, plays it down the side and goes out over the side just short of the halfway line. The free hit has been taken inside Melville's half, maybe just to give them a bit more space, and once more it's played to Amy Clark. Amy Clark, who is part of the Diamond squad, has been with Melville for a long time, ever since what used to be called Minky. It's now Hook into Hockey. So she's come through their junior program and has been with the club all the time. Just taking a deflection there off Garlett's stick, and there's a great chance if that could have been kept in play, but it's got too much pace on it. So now a little high press coming from Melville to try and keep Curtin in this corner. Played down the side, but it just comes off the stick of Gemma Green and out of play. So it'll be Curtin just inching their way up the side. Again, Green does the same. She sees the humour in the situation. A little bit frustrating. And this time, able to throw the ball long was Blair Beard, and it's brought under control by Chilella. Chilella feeds it forward to Sophie Turner. Turner looks to feed the ball back. It goes off the shins of Joe Sneyman. It'll be a free hit, or is it in fact, yeah, it is a free hit. The ball was being taken for a long corner by Sienna Archer, but free hit, it was off the shins. So Turner takes it quickly, knows time is running out, tries to get it into the circle, but good block coming from Amy Clark, and up the side it goes to van der Swan, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Well, it is 2 more goals scored by Curtin in that quarter, both coming from the league's leading scorer, Chantal Chilella. And it means that going into the final break, it is now Curtin University 5, Melville City 1. Well, the players about to make their way back out for the final 15 minutes of this Premier 1 match. At the moment, Curtin University in a really strong position, leading by 5 goals to 1. Hard to believe that it was actually Melville who took the lead in the 3rd minute now. And Melville showed plenty of fight in that last quarter. The big question is whether they can find another goal from somewhere. Once again, Curtin slow to come out from their team huddle. And we're waiting for them as the sun decides to shine beautifully down on the pitch. It's a wonderful evening here at Curtin University. It's pushed back by Turner. And the aerial pass just creating danger as the Chilala moved into the defender's space. Amy Clark. Clark again, finding the foot. She's been a pivotal player for Melville, but just hasn't sometimes had the options she needs around her. And it's just been the passing that sometimes has let them down. They've just given possession away rather cheaply, as we see there. Infield it comes now. And Denning just pushing it behind her sister. Well, Melville complaining there was a foot. Certainly it did look as if there might well have been, and now that's good defending coming from the retreating Courtney Pickford. Kate Denning. Over the 23-metre line she goes and just pushing it forward, but unfortunately her teammate just stopping there. That was Sophie Johnston. Taking a long time with this free hit, then throwing it to the air, brought down by Johnston. Johnston cutting infield and just caught the foot, I think, of Naomi Evans. Kirsty Denning looking to get the better of Van der Swan, but Van der Swan doing really well. And the free hit, though, has gone against Melville. Kate Denning just making sure the umpire's happy where the free hit's taken from. Not surprisingly, Curtin in no great hurry to get on with players. The ball comes wide now to Tanya Storer. Storer making Nessa Flint go one way then the other. Just catching the foot gives me a chance to again thank our sponsors. Kookaburra, hockey's #1 partnership, and Tiger Turf. And of course we've got Danks Furniture, proudly Western Australian, Ausdrill and FMG. Kirsty Denning finding sister Kate. And a real desperate play, Van der Swan trying to turn there, claiming she was impeded. Kirsty Denning though just getting away, getting the better there of Sarah Hessler-Ham. Desperation in the midfield, that was all stick. Well, I thought it was all stick, but a decision goes against Pickford, and it's a chance now to break as Horgood gets the ball out wide. Horgood now trying to move towards the circle. Stopped, though, by Hessler-Ham. Not Hessler-Ham, my apologies. It's Tara Porter down in that far corner. Oh, he's deceiving me for a moment. Across the face of gone. Oh, dearie me. It was missed by everybody in the defence, and a really easy finish in the end for Sophie Turner to get her 2nd goal of the match and a 6th goal for Curtin. Well, I'm not quite sure what was happening in the defence there, but if you were a coach, you would be very disappointed about that one. Certainly Sophie Turner won't be disappointed, though. Melville now, it's all about spirit, and here they come again, trying to get another consolation goal, and they've got one. Well, that is the perfect response. It was good work along the baseline, and really persistent, just trying to get there, and then playing the ball to the back post. And who was there but Naomi Evans to get a second goal in the match for herself and a second for her team. Perfect response, though. Within 30 seconds of conceding. But really good run again by Nessa Flynn, who's been tireless for Melville throughout this game. Sophie Turner only had 1 goal coming into today. She's now moved that up to 3 goals for the season. And with Lucy Irvine's goal, we now have 10 goal scorers in the season for Curtin. Two teams both had 9 scorers coming into today. So Curtin really in the driving seat now. Goes wide again to Storer. That was well intercepted by Nessa Flynn. On her knees she went, but soon bounced back up. Socks have fallen down and her shin pads showing. Nessa Flynn giving everything she's got for her team. And just lifting her eyes at the wrong moment was Megan Sylvie there. She just was looking to play the pass and just miscued it, and that was lifted in the air off the stick of Sienna Archer, and over the side it goes off the stick of Storer. Taken quickly now, Jade van der Swan through the legs of Sienna Archer. Good touch though in the end. Saw possession back with Curtin, and it will come to Archer now. Archer, returns the pass to Turner. Turner accelerating, one hand on the stick. Looking to just pull away if she can from Amy Clark. Great pass. Jalella shoots. Good save from Edwards and helped out in front, and it's well cleared by Melville. Well, that was a superb piece of play by Curtin. Good save as well, though, by Llewellyn Edwards. But here come Curtin again. Into the circle it goes. The deflection coming off the stick of Tara Porto. Tried to keep it in play, but a long corner has been conceded. As I said, when Curtin win, they tend to win big as the ball comes wide now to Sophie Johnston. Johnston skipping past Bryony Clark. Melville with a free hit, and Alicia Power in goal for Curtin, shouting instructions, wanting her defence not to all push up and come back and help out. Sophie Turner making way, having a breather. She's got a bloodied knee from all her efforts and has certainly been tireless up front for Curtin today. Pressure being applied now by Jalella. Did she get a touch on that? I think she did indeed, yes. Halfway through the final quarter. Are there more goals in this? 8 so far. And misdirected or mistrapped, whichever you want there. Coming out of defence for Melville. Just means they've got to defend again. Kate Denning. Happy to go back to Blair Beard. Beard has Johnston wide. Johnston helps it down the line, and for once the combination with Sienna Archer didn't come off. Archer was just moving towards the ball and it just bounced over her stick. Gemma Green put under pressure again. Storer concedes. Jade van der Swan manages to find a little bit of a space, bursting through. Chased all the way. It's a good pass, though, to pick out Evans. Can Evans get a hat-trick here? She cracks the shot at goal. Brilliant save by Alicia Power. Falls to van der Swan, and it will go over the baseline. But a really good save from Alicia Power as Evans struck that towards goal. Excuse me. And And that's just gone off the stick of Jade van der Swan. Jade van der Swan, who was part of the 2018 under-18s Futures squad. Another player that's come through the junior ranks at Melville. Kate Denning helping that one forward. And Sienna Archer coming back and does so much defending when she's in attack, and appeals that went out of play. And again, looking very disappointed, Gemma Green. Everybody from Melville stopped. The only person that didn't was Sienna Archer on the ball now, who's got a stick caught. Will be a free hit to her. I think it's one of those days Melville feel everything's not going their way at the moment. One again, though, in the midfield by Naomi Evans. Not many options around. She, in the end, had to go back. And that's a good pass out wide now to Green. Green goes infield to van der Swan. Van der Swan, top of the D. Van der Swan on the reverse stick, and she's cracked that one into the shins of Branley. And it will be a penalty corner. But when they move the ball fast like that, look really good, Melville, as they've now won their 5th penalty corner of the match. Can they make this one into a goal? Got just under 5 minutes left in the match. Top of the circle again is McNess. Comes out, it's trapped. McNess flicks it low. They were looking for the deflection. You could see Naomi Evans was in there, but it just, I think, went under her stick as she had it on the angle. So chance goes begging. And just down below us, McNess coming off, very disappointed that didn't come off. And there's pressure now, and it's paying off for Curtin. Turner advances into the circle, goes on the reverse stick. What a block that was. Jo Sneeman, take a bow. Courageous and a really brilliant block from her. The coach I saw of Melville said a few years ago that Jo Sneeman had a fantastic attitude. That was just shown in that tackle. Most people would have given that up at 6'2", but she continued to chase down Turner and managed to get the block in. But Curtin still coming. Horgood now kept it in play. And a long corner has been awarded once more. Kate Denning. That's a block with the, I think it was the shins on Bryony Clark. So it is, yeah, free hit, not a ball from the side. There's a hush come around the stadium as we are entering the final 3 minutes. Melville have a 16. Can they get up the other end and get another goal? Another great block on the reverse, and that's a good save from Edwards. It was a good shot on the turn from Chilela. It's a long corner right in front of goal. 2 balls on the pitch, need to get rid of one of those. I just wonder if we are going to see a hatch. We've got Turner on 2, Chilela on 2, and Evans for Melville on 2. Still got time. Curtin patient in their build-up. Blair Beard, who's marshalled the defence very well today, goes to Tanya Storer. Out wide they go. Just help down the line. Kirsty Denning playing it back to Johnston, but it just overshot the pass, and she had to hurry as Van der Swan was coming across to collect that one. In fact, it wasn't Johnston, but my apologies. She's down here below us in the shadows. So it must have been Katie Clark on the far side. And that's just caught the foot of Chilela. She apologises as she reverses into Jo Sneeman. Chilela getting a touch as she retreats. Free hit is taken, and advancing quickly down the flank was Bryony Clark. One back, though, by Blair Beard. Nessa Flynn, again, smile on her face, but having the horns of the devil with that tackle. Umpire not happy. But just, I would say, incredibly committed to the cause, Nessa Flynn. The final minute of the match, can Melville get something else out of this match? Amy Clark over the ball, pushes it into the sunlight. They've got bodies forward. It's carried forward. Just a nice touch. That was really good from Hessler Ham. And now wide into the space to Megan Sylvie. Sylvie plays the short pass. Across the face of goal. It's got broken loose, and Nessa Flynn keeps it in place superbly. And the whistle's gone for a foot, but it's a Melville foot. And so that may well be their last chance to get another consolation goal. Curtin taking their time to play out of defence. The ball played wide to Johnston, and she'll retreat into the corner to try and eat up time. Gives it back to Beard, and they're just playing their own little game in the corner. And the hooter goes, and that is the end of the match. And it's been a good result for Curtin, one that keeps them in touch with the leaders, keeps their hopes of making the finals alive. But it is not a good result for Melville, as the final score is Curtin University 6, Melville City 2.